All right, I had to get dry, but it's coming down. It is definitely a tropical storm. See it? I mean, it is coming down in sheets. Look at it. See if I can get whipped around this way. Look at that. That tree does a better job at gauging the wind because it's tall and the blades can catch the wind. These trees over here are really kind of stubby and thick, but it is coming down, guys. Really good storm. Excited. Woo! Look at that. Come get some. Yes. All right, enjoy the video. I'm gonna download this one and get ready for the next one. It's only gonna get better from here. Hello and good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning, June the 6th, 2020, and it is about 5:29 a.m. or so, Central Standard Time. Just a few minutes before sunrise, so I got up. I had a really nice time last night, getting some sleep in with the nice sounds of wind and rain outside the window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick look at the radar, at the storm, see what it's looking like, get ready for some good filming today. But the wind is definitely here. It's sustained. I have a little wind reader, and the wind is sustained at about 40 miles per hour. So we're looking pretty good here. I'm on the protected side of my house, so it's not terrible right here. But once you get down in the middle of the house, it's unprotected areas. You can kind of see where the wind is it's really howling in here. So before the sun gets up, or not necessarily the sun, but before it gets lighter, let's go take a look at the storm and see what this storm is up to. Alright, so I came down, this is downstairs. This is kind of the alley that runs between our house and the neighbor's house. So the kind of alley that runs through the center is the unprotected side. So you can get a kind of a look at the wind gust. This is about about a 20-foot palm tree, and it just kind of currently just bowed over. But really good wind, really nice storm is setting in. We should be getting into the thick of it probably around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock today. So just taking a quick walk out into the wind, so you can kind of, if anything, you can kind of hear it rip through the air. So the sun hasn't come up, so that's not blue skies at all in the distance. It's just a lighter shade of gray on the higher clouds versus the lower clouds. But the tide is coming in, so right now the tide is at the top of that bulkhead over there, just cresting over the other side. And again, I don't want to walk out there, so I've got this cast on my arm. But the rain's coming down, not heavy, but you know, good enough to get saturated, and the tide is coming up quickly. Let's go take a look at the storm. Woo! So some really nice wind gusts coming in now, and it hasn't been very long since I walked down here. So I'll kind of walk down the center here. Here's this palm tree. Woo! And this is just getting ripped right now. Wow. Getting ripped. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's get down. Alright, so we're going to take a quick look at the actual Doppler radar currently. So you can see in the top left-hand corner of your screen, the time is about 5:51 now a.m. So I'll try to go ahead and put this in the loop so that way we get some live action here. So once again, as always, I am where the blue dot is located. The center of circulation of this storm is still a good bit offshore, just down here. Let's see if I can get this pen working this morning. Yesterday, my 4-year-old kind of broke my pen, but I made it work, super glue. But the storm location, center of circulation, is down in that area that I just marked with red. We are about 150 miles to the east of that center of circulation. So being here, center of circulation, again, is just off to the west here. So as the day progresses, and based upon the current speed, which is north at 12 miles per hour, I just checked, the pressure actually dropped off just a smidgen. So it started, at 1,000 millibars. It dropped all the way down to 992. It went back up to 994. And then it kind of just bumped back down a little bit to 993, which means the storm is maintaining strength, if not just a smidgen strength in a bit. So currently 12 miles per hour, roughly about 150 miles offshore. So this thing is going to be coming in, making landfall in the Louisiana area, New Orleans, Grand Isle, sometime maybe around 10 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's when I think we're going to start seeing the thick of it right here. So the most intense weather is generally right around the center of circulation on this storm off to the eastern side. Based upon its northern movement, though, right here, again, is going to be quite a lot of impacts as the day progresses, and we're right there. Now let's take a quick look at the infrared and see how the storm's shaping up as a whole. All right, very interesting. So this shot right here is of the latest live infrared loop of the Gulf of Mexico. Very interesting here. Once again, I'll kind of circle where I am here. Okay, there we go. I was getting this super glued together pen to work. But if you look in the screen, the warm, dry air came in from the west, choked the storm off, and I'd been talking about that once this occurred, and it did, so I'm pretty glad I made that call, that the eastern side would basically be sheared off, and there could be a chance that if this center area stayed out to sea long enough, it could redevelop. Now, it's so close to land now, it's not going to redevelop a lot, but you can start to see where these higher cloud tops, the cooler cloud tops, have begun to recirculate around this kind of convection area, and the center of circulation is here. So it's not going to have time to strengthen a lot, but I would not be surprised if this made a run near hurricane status or at least a stronger tropical storm. I'm going to forecast 60-mile-an-hour winds coming ashore. It's 50 now. I think the next update is at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, so about an hour away. But if this was another 200 miles out in the Gulf, I mean, this would be a much more dire situation. But watch out for this redevelopment around the center of circulation as it pushes on shore. New Orleans, Grand Isle, Louisiana could get some good brunt here. I know my buddy Mike here in Pascagoula or the Mississippi Gulf Coast is in for a good ride today. And here in Dauphin Island, especially on the west end, could spell trouble for a lot of people, especially if that center redevelops at all and thunderstorms begin to get involved in the convection around the center. All right, so a really hard pelting rain just began to fall. I was just about to download the video, and it just began to pour with a really strong wind gust I picked up off of the wind meter. That wind gust was about 46 miles an hour. The rain is heavy here. Again, I have a cast on my arm, so if I get it wet, it could be a problem. Generally, I'm right out there in this, but it's definitely picking up steam, and it's picking up in a hurry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run upstairs, put a few of these clips together, get ready for a long day, and hopefully we get some good weather out of this. And what I'll do as well is I'm going to try to find some way I can cover up this cast so I can get out there in the thick of it. But if you can see this, it is definitely getting stronger out here. The tree over there is blowing. Let's get down. Woo! It's coming now. Look at it. Wow. So it just started picking up, like really started picking up. Yeah. Get prepared. This is going to be a good day. Nice wind, nice rain. It is coming down, guys. It is coming down. Nice. Heavy tropical downpours, heavy tropical downpours. So again, I got up at around 5, and just within the past 45 minutes, it has really picked up here. Look at it. Oh, man. Coming down in sheets. This is what I'm talking about. Let's get down. Coming down. Look, I'm gonna pan this way. Now I'm on the protected side of my house, so I've got a little bit of blocked wind to my back. But look at this. Holy shnikes. Come on. Look at it. Woo. It's soaked right there. All right, guys, get ready for a long day. Excellent. Yes.